Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Wilson going to come out throwing. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, a run with Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He gets it underneath to Hall. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Wilson will throw again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And some room to work. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
The Cowboys at 9-1 on the year, and their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. Disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
And it's a run that they can refer back to as they continue on with their season. Okay, a little bit of disappointment now, but they put together a streak before. Let's see how they rebound after that one and start to push forward.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. We're scoreless after one. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5 now. Wilson got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any steps. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Prescott now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. That is caught by Lamb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try again with Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Over the middle, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Now Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's good for 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Prescott. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Moore, the man in motion. Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Moore, the man in motion. On the counter, it's Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Hall again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the ground with Hall. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. A gain of 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. they have to feel really good about that last completion.
A first down carry by Elliott. Chris Barnes there on the stop. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Wilson. Gets this to Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing now is Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Moore, the man in motion. One last shot for Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, one swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's